was brought here on a Tuesday and submitted the appeal. I was seated here in this area for hours without being assigned a room or anything. So apparently it's quite a clear-cut case. So the manager is going to let me know what's happening. She said the case is very minor. It can be settled. I'm not even sure what that means. Fortunately, it is a nice surprise to see the manager here dealing with it, apparently. But I really shouldn't be here. She said I'm doing well. I've not had to take medication. I've just been self-caring and doing what I would be doing in my flat. Except that I'm somewhat limited, of course, because I can't be cooking or cleaning for myself and stuff like that. Because here, even if you ask for a mop, they won't give it to you because it might harm other people. Or things can be taken off you to harm other people. So, yeah. We're going to find out what it means. I really sincerely am looking forward to a genuine response without a game sort of situation. Something else I have heard, it's not really appropriate for me to get into or to be addressed through me. And I sincerely hope, I'm going to use that word, no matter what the game has said, that it's not addressed through me as an individual. Because documentation is kept for 25 years, so if anything has been happening against my will, it won't be good. I just need a clear-cut case here. And then these people will understand, the staff here will understand that I've not been the ones against them. If anything, the people who decided to force this admission have to be held accountable by other people, not me. I shouldn't be used as a pawn. It's a simple situation, as I make my videos private and I get to walk away. This is only my defense because violence is expected of me where I am expecting to just be released. And I'm not a violent person, which is exactly what the doctors who were taking me in were sort of taking advantage of. They actually came into my property, forced their way to my property, and said she's not violent before they sat down and got cozy and served me with sectioning. So yes, this is a form of arrest under the Mental Health Act of 1983, Section 2. Basically stripping you of your rights, freedoms, can't even go out or even go down the corridor. I wasn't asking anyway. I'd rather just have a clean-cut situation. So now, I just have to wait a few minutes. I've got a visitor, but the most important thing is that the right things are just done. I shouldn't have to add more pressure for this situation to be noticed as very, very important to attend to. Apparently I don't know, because she was just mentioning that I don't have leave. Apparently that's to go out, expecting me to comply with medication, which was prescribed inappropriately, which is not necessary. I told you I'm doing my self-care thing, and yesterday, just by my simply asking for a bucket, a pail, to rinse myself off from the skin mask I was applying to myself, shows that I know how to cope with these stressful situations. I know how to deal with the stuff I've been facing. I did not want to even be disclosing or discussing with people here. But I think to some extent they've already noticed that there is something to this. It's impossible to dismiss. I've got footage of the criminals saying things, doing things. So, it's not delusional. This person exists. In the community, I had come to a point where I had refused to start talking to them and realized that the police need to deal with it. On the day of being admitted on Tuesday, Chidima admitted she's not the police and she can't deal with what I'm going through. But the unnecessary thing was calling me delusional and paranoid because of some other background information, conversation that we've had. That was very inappropriate. She's got some people impersonating her too, socially, concerning my husband. That's inappropriate conduct, getting that far into my affairs. The only positive thing is that she admitted that the criminal factors are police matters. And that's where perhaps she's been identified as refusal to engage. Apparently, the more that I speak with her about criminal activity, the more she highlights her misunderstanding and calling me a possible candidate for her attention, of which is unnecessary. There is no need for us to compete on matters of criminal activity. It's not a mental health issue anymore. So now we just have to wait to get things clarified. They can't just keep me here indefinitely. There are actual procedures that should be happening. I was discharged within a week, less than a week actually, from color ward. In this case, I will not have this repeated, so I had to disclose some criminal activities and actually show them that this is an actual criminal in a video. And they've actually heard the person saying I was going to steal. So I will continue to represent myself at the moment. My solicitor is away. But I think it will be very, very difficult for the whole situation if they just dismiss it and don't address it properly. It will have to be escalated. And that's not what I'm here for. I do not come to whistleblow or to identify cracks within a system. Mental health is not really my forte. So, I hope there's been no illusions painted of any intentions here. Because even though there have been suggestions that they want to employ me and so on and so on, there's nothing formally discussed, and I'm not looking to join this sort of thing. I'm pursuing a different pathway altogether. So I have no idea why this part of their experiment is happening, but I have to wait and see what will happen.